Shalom. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Come on, 1 West, 125th Street, New York. Under command GEN.YAHANNA. Saying since 1969, we've been teaching the truth about the Bible. I'm saying teaching our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that we are the 12 tribes of Israel, the Lord's chosen people, and the only people that the Lord of this book gives a damn about. I'm saying the only people this book was meant for. I'm saying, of course, that this same man that has been raping, murdering, and robbing our people for 400 plus years. I'm saying this same man that is stealing land from us today. I'm saying doing everything like it today that he has done in the past is nothing more than the devil that the Bible speaks of. I'm saying the word devil simply meaning liar or deceiver. I'm saying today we're going to be going back into the land theft, I'm saying, of the Gadites, so-called Native Indians, and how it is biblical prophecy. We're going to be in Deuteronomy 28 and 18. Give everybody a second to get there, to share the class, do what you got to do. I'm saying then we're going to go ahead and get into it. Get myself set up a little bit. All right. I'm going to share the class myself. You know what I'm saying? Share it to every single, you know what I'm saying, native group page. You know what I'm saying? Tag every single Gadite that you know in these classes so that our people can get this truth. You know what I'm saying? That way we don't have to worry about having our land stolen every, you know what I'm saying, couple of years. So we don't have to worry about all these sisters and children coming up missing. So we won't have to live the curses of this book right here. Once our people get into this truth, you know what I'm saying, into the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. So block you. Gonna share it a couple more times and we're gonna get into it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So lock you. All right, Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 18. Verse 18, curse shall be the fruit of thy body. So it's letting us as a nation, I'm saying as a whole, know that by breaking these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave to us, that our children will end up becoming cursed. I'm saying they'll start to have all these types of heinous things happening to them. For instance, I'm saying we can look at what's going on with these pipelines in our lands today. I'm saying we can look at what is actually going on behind the scenes. I'm saying because anytime our oppressor ends up pushing up into our lands, I'm saying there's always a spike in our children coming up missing. You know what I'm saying, or children being sexually molested or assaulted. You know what I'm saying that's just no random occurrence that is happening. You know what I'm saying that has always been the ways of our oppressor whenever he pushes into our lands. You know what I'm saying anytime a large group of devils come into our territory, they always make sure to target our children. You know what I'm saying? To look for those of us that are obviously the weaker. You know what I'm saying? They make sure to exploit that, just like they have in the past. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they want to move into, conquering a land or a city, they always take children as hostages. You know what I'm saying? They'd always murder children. They'd always, sexually assault them, making sure to leave them scarred, and in case they miraculously survived, their invasion that they were hosting. I'm saying it's the same thing happening today. Our oppressor, he always uses the same tactics of war, throughout history. It's something that he's spent, hundreds and thousands of years perfecting. So why would he not continue to use those to get what he wants when it's proven that, these tactics succeed? You know what I'm saying? They cause whatever it is they're trying to accomplish to prosper. It is, nothing new to our people. And it's nothing new to him, since he always makes sure to, employ these tactics. He always makes sure to use them specifically on our people. So knowing damn well that he's completely and utterly broken and beaten our spirits. I'm saying for 400 years, he's done this. For 400 years, he's broke generations upon generations of children's spirits. You know what I'm saying? Murdering and raping them. You know what I'm saying? And torturing and doing everything that he can to bring himself some type of pleasure and us some type of suffering. I'm saying you best believe, I'm saying, what's going on up in Canada with that pipeline. I'm saying the Coastal Gas Link Coastal Gas Link pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if, hundreds or I'm saying even thousands of kids wind up saying that they were, sexually assaulted by some officer. Don't be surprised when a news article comes out, I'm saying a month from now, talking about the alarming amount of children missing out of, uh, the Wet'suwet'en tribes region. I'm saying Slovakia if I butchered that. I'm saying, but don't be surprised if reports like that come out. And just like you can look into whenever the Dakota Access Pipeline was going on, I'm saying a few years back, and you can see where there is a spike in all these things. It's just in the devil's nature to do this. Which is why we should teach our children not to love our oppressor. We should teach our children to just completely and utterly separate from these people. Otherwise, they're gonna suffer some type of, heinous act being done to them because we didn't properly teach them who it is you should love and who it is you should just separate yourself from. And the fruit of thy land. It's lucky. So we already know anytime a pipeline is being built in our territories, saying where some type of bill is trying to be passed to where, the U.S. government and America's people gets a certain, section of native land. I'm saying anytime that happens, you automatically know what it is that we have is just going to shrink. You know what I'm saying? That what we once had, it'll never be the same. We'll never get what we had back. I'm saying that's obvious because, we're not getting this country back. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting all this luscious land that we once had back where we could properly grow crops and feed livestock. We're being forced into smaller and smaller parts of land. And the land these people do end up taking, it ends up getting, either poisoned, I'm saying, or they don't properly take care of it to where, all the nutrients is out of the ground, say more than it already is. I'm saying just anything along those lines. Anytime these people get their hands on something like that will always happen. I'm saying, which is a perfect example with the pipelines. I'm saying because they aren't building something that's going to help, natives. They aren't building something that's going to help the American people. I'm saying they are building a pipeline so they can get oil and make more money. I'm saying to save a little bit more money from exporting oil from overseas. And that should just give us a hint where it is that these people's true intentions lie. Because we're always talking about, oh well, what about our land? What about our people? I'm saying you do this and you do that, you're going to destroy the land. I'm saying you're going to poison it, which will ultimately poison and destroy the people and the animals. When after 400 years, we should realize that obviously, Slovakia, none of those mean a damn thing to our oppressor. He don't give a damn about, the people, the land, the livestock. All the animals he's going to wipe out. How many people are going to get, sick and poisoned? How many people are going to have to be forced off of, property that was passed down through generations? They don't give a damn about it. If that was the case, then, they would have never done, even a small percentage of what they have to us in the past. So, but with what's going to be happening with all this land theft, against our people, maybe it'll make natives realize, it's like so-called natives realize that these people have never changed and they will never change. They are just as their forefathers were. A bunch of wicked bastards that hate our guts. It's as simple as that. But it's apparently going to take a lot more pain and suffering for our people to realize who it is the devil is. For us to realize, maybe we shouldn't be joining hand in hand with these people. I mean, look at what they've done to our children. Look what they've done to our land. Our crops. Saying sooner or later, our people, we're going to have to, wake up, to simply put it. Wake up and come into this truth, because there's only one organization, one group of people fighting for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I'm saying no matter what state it is that you're in, the ISUPK under Command GEN.YAHANNA stays fighting for our people. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We do it a hell of a lot more than these fake leaders that have just gladly given away what little bit of land we have left. In order for them to fill their pockets, in order for them to get some type of, power out of doing this. Slocky. So when us as a nation, when we realize that not only does the U.S. government not give a damn about, not only our future generations, but as well as what actually belongs to us, and neither do a single one of these so-called, like leaders. Indigenous leaders. Due to, obviously them being raised in America's society, essentially, where all you do is care about yourself. You care about your household, and that's it. Not about the brothers, sisters suffering next to you. And because we weren't raised to have the, the correct morals and understanding that is in this book right here. Just our whole lands. No matter what it is inside of them is gonna just remain cursed. They're gonna keep doing all the wickedness that they can. The people, that is, because we don't have the proper guidance or leadership to show us what it is we're supposed to be doing as a nation. But if you truly care about, the future generations of our people, if you truly care about the Mother Earth or the Father Sky, you would come into the ISUPK. You would come and you would fight for your people, for our people. Just like all the, men in the school do today and have been doing since 1969. It's lucky. The increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. So essentially, no matter how it is, how much livestock it is that we manage to accumulate, whether it's an individual that's a farmer, or a herder, or as a nation, it's just never truly going to help us get out of the state that we're in. A lot of natives like to sit there and boast and say, "Oh well, we're a self-sustainable people." Our nation, we don't need no outside help in order to eat and drink and survive. When in reality, that is very far from the case. We've been out onto the reservations multiple times, and it is very far from self-sustainable. You know what I'm saying, when you first go out there, it's malnourished. I'm saying we barely have to just feed our own households, let alone the entire nation. Which is why we got to sit there and go into these stores owned by every other nation except for our own. And not only do we not have enough, you know what I'm saying, livestock in order to feed our houses and our, you know what I'm saying, nation, but when these pipelines move in to our territories, I'm saying, or when our oppressor sits there and does some land grabs, it's lucky. You know what I'm saying, that's just going to cut what we already had in half. I'm saying maybe even more than that, depending on how much is taken from us. You know what I'm saying, that's a normal tactic of war. It's always been a tactic to sit there and obviously cut off a food supply, say a water supply, to herd your enemies in smaller parts of land, to destroy the children of a nation, so that for future generations, you know what I'm saying, that cycle will be continued. So our people, we got to realize that what our oppressors doing to us, even in 2020. I mean, some that people like to boast about and say, oh, it's a new age. We got to forgive people. You know what I'm saying? We got to welcome everybody. We're all one people, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, our enemy is still using the same tactics that he used back in 1492. Saying he just might be a little less barbaric with it, but he's still using the same tactics. You know what I mean? Shoot, really every reservation across America is really under siege. It's like, if you think about it, saying we're all trapped in, essentially we're trapped in our own land. I'm saying the land that was designated to us, where our enemy sits there and he pumps in all these different vices for us to escape from the oppression we're going through. Saying whether he wants to put, drugs in there, if he wants to make people alcoholics, if he wants to turn our women into whores, and you got a bunch of whoredom going on inside the reservations. Same, which is why you can come across so many, you know what I'm saying, beautiful native sisters that are single with 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. And you know what I'm saying, it goes on and on. There's so many tactics that our oppressor can use in order to keep us destroyed. You know what I'm saying, in order to destroy us even more. Instead of sitting there and trying to, preach loving everybody and welcoming everybody, and we're all one people, knowing damn well we're not. Our people need to learn tactics of war. We need to actually go and observe and look at what tactics were used back then and what was said back then while those tactics were being used. And we can fast forward till today, and those same tactics are being used. And shoot, if those same tactics are being used when those people had, I'm saying, that mindset in the past, and obviously they still got that same mindset. Obviously, they still want to, kill the savage and save the man. That's just, That's just something our people are going to have to accept as a whole. Because at the end of the day, us sitting there giving all our love to our oppressor, teaching our children to give our love to our oppressor. I'm saying allowing for him to sit there and snatch and take away what little bit of land we have left, as well as livestock. I'm saying that's not going to help future generations. That's not what our ancestors fought for. I'm saying our ancestors fought that not only so that we could survive, but so that we could be free. And if you look at the state that our people are in inside the reservations and off the reservations, you know what I'm saying? You can barely say we're surviving. You can definitely barely say we're free. So we're gonna go ahead and continue with scriptures. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy 28 and 20. I'll give you a second to get there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing. So this scripture right here is letting us know that if we stop following the law, statutes, and commandments, and so if we started, being homosexuals or lesbians, I'm saying drug addicts, alcoholics, started marrying outside of our nation, which obviously a hell of a lot of us do, sadly. I'm saying eating whatever it is that we please, such as, pork, I'm saying shrimp, crab, lobster, rabbit, squirrel. I'm saying worshiping false gods, such as, Mother Earth, I'm saying, and Father Sky. I'm saying when we do these things that are against the Lord, and He's going to send, I'm saying, cursing against us. Which for those of us that don't know, I'm saying a curse, slag. I'm saying the definition of curse is to inflict harm or punishment onto somebody. I'm saying which, obviously, saying we look at the past and we look at how it was our people were, cursed, and how it was that our oppressors sat there and took our land from us. You know what I'm saying? He slaughtered just millions of us, you know what I'm saying, in order to get what it was that we had. You know what I'm saying, in order to take our land from us. Which is obviously how all these devils are walking around America today. Because it don't matter if it was in 1492. Saying it don't matter if they already had colonies established on, Slovakia. You know what I'm saying, on the East Coast, and they just decided to slaughter every native, you know what I'm saying, in their path and just push us westward, knowing damn well that they did not need the territory that we had. You know what I'm saying, or you can just go into today. I'm saying you can look at how our oppressor even today is forcing us into smaller, I'm saying, territories. And he's doing so by, you know what I'm saying, disguising these pipelines as something that is needed. And by doing so, he gets to rob a little, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of land from us. I'm saying a couple acres from us. So Salaki, more a couple acres. You know what I'm saying. But he can damn near do whatever he pleases. Cause at the end of the day, I'm saying, since we don't have the Lord with us, even in these protests, I'm saying a whole lot of natives are gonna be getting hurt. I'm saying they're gonna be suffering in the cold. I'm saying they're gonna have dogs sicked on them, just like we have when we first encountered our oppressor. And so we might think just because, you know, it's a 21st century that these people are going to show mercy to us. You know what I'm saying? They're misguided. You know what I'm saying? They just need a little love and compassion. It's lucky when we were out in you know what I'm saying, Standing Rock, that's all we showed these people was love and compassion. You know what I'm saying? We were out there trying to give them goddamn food and water. You know what I'm saying? Giving them candy, trying to give them hugs, sending prayers their way. But did that stop these people from sitting there and firing upon us with their rubber bullets? Saying with their tear gas? Did it stop them from, you know what I'm saying, sending their dogs and having helicopters drop all types of chemical agents upon us? Did it stop them from running in and beating us? You know what I'm saying? Wrongfully detaining us? Having us sit out in waist high water and damn near freezing to death? While they sat on some nice, you know what I'm saying, warm land that was dry? I'm saying those people, they didn't give a damn about what was happening to our nation. And you can sit there and you can say all day that you know, they felt bad about what it was they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they broke down and cried and this and that and blah blah blah. I'm saying some of them even came from out of their everyday lives to help us protest what was going on. But even with the so-called guilt that the officers felt, I'm saying, with the guilt and the compassion that these people from the world felt, saying that didn't stop them from taking action against our people, from causing harm upon us. And that as sure as hell didn't stop no just civilian out there from causing harm upon us. Saying, let's not forget, it was civilian contractors that had the dogs, that were just letting them bite random protesters, was, you know what I'm saying, had their dogs on leashes and were chasing people down. I'm saying, let's never forget that's what these people were doing. And that's what these people have always done to our nation. Saying it's time for us to stop making excuses for the pain and suffering that they inflict upon our people. We've been doing this nonsense for 400 goddamn years. Saying, making excuses for these people. Trying to make what they're doing seem less heinous, less sadistic. when we should just face reality and tell ourselves, tell our children, our children's children, that these people are nothing more than the devil that the Bible speaks of. And it's as simple as that. Once we recognize that, shoot, it's a whole nother ball game. Lock you. We're going to read verse 20 from the top. Verse 20, the Lord shall send upon thee cursing. So we already went into, the definition of curse, which is to inflict harm or punishment onto somebody. We went into what it is that these, officers and civilians do to our people today and have done in the past. Such as, shooting us, beating us, using chemical warfare. Having dogs sicked on us and whatnot. But that also goes, that can go even into, psychological, warfare, which is something that the oppressor absolutely loves to do. That is one of his favorite things to do. I'm not going to say it. It's more important to him than physically torturing somebody because he's a sick bastard. But that is, that's up there on his to-do list whenever he gets a native or a black or Hispanic into custody. It can just be the littlest of things. Whether they're sitting there and they're harassing us for just hours upon hours, without stopping. That's gonna break somebody's spirit at the end of the day. So they damn near makes somebody go crazy. Lose their goddamn mind. And that's something that was not only implored in the past, like whenever our oppressor would sit there and siege, a city. He'd sit there and pump out propaganda into our territories, getting us to turn against one and another, getting us to hate our brothers, hate our sisters, which, obviously helped result into our downfall. But even with all these protests that are going on, they'll put, for instance, whenever our oppressor sits there and he gave, I believe it was Slovakia, I believe it was Mohawk people up in Canada, he gave them an ultimatum to pack up all this shit and to basically leave, the area that they were protesting. Let them do as they please. If they didn't, then everything would be taken from arrested and so on and so forth. Our oppressor did not do that out of the kindness of his heart. He didn't do that just because, what we're doing is wrong to these people. We feel bad, so we're going to give you a little warning, a heads up, you might say. Now that's to get that thought in your head that, shoot, we could be raided any minute. Any minute the dogs could run in. Any minute they could come in and set fire to whatever, temporary housing it is that we have set up. And eventually that, that process of wondering, of overthinking, that's gonna, that's gonna make you lose your damn mind. It's gonna make you be like, you know what? I can't handle this anymore. It's lucky. We don't know when it is they're gonna raid, when they're gonna attack. We don't know if they're telling the truth. They're gonna come on this day or that day at this time and that time. Our oppressor knows how to cause disarray amongst our people, to inflict the You know what I'm saying? Just absolute maximum amount of punishment, whether physically, mentally, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. These are things he is well versed in. So like, I'm gonna continue reading on verse 20. Vexation. All right. So those of us that don't know, so we went over a couple times already, you know what I'm saying, in past classes. And annoyed, frustrated, or worried. So for instance, whenever we see, all these on you know what I'm saying, on the news talking about, whether it's some type of bill that's going to be passed, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a pipeline, whether it's our oppressor desecrating, you know what I'm saying, the graves of our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, they just always, state, just how worried they are, you know what I'm saying, about, the outcome of everything and how it's going to affect the future of our people. You know what I'm saying? They're frustrated about how it is that this nation of people, this governing body that they trusted so much in, can just sit there and lie to their faces and take and take and take. You know what I'm saying? When in the past they've obviously told our people they ain't gonna take anymore. You know what I'm saying? What's yours is yours. You can have it. What's ours is ours. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with it, it's like if you got a problem with us taking what's yours, or we got a problem with you taking what's ours, here's what we'll do. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Congress, you can go to the UN, you know what I'm saying? You can do all these legal things in order to, keep things balanced and make things right. And that's exactly what our people, I'm saying, foolishly end up doing. I'm saying it's like, I shouldn't say foolishly, but we foolishly believe in these things. We foolishly sit there and say, well, you know what? These are high ranking, you know what I'm saying, men and women of all colors and all races in these high positions. I'm saying that they should understand, our anger, you know what I'm saying, our frustration. They should know the right thing to do when it comes to these people taking our land. I'm saying, so we end up going to all these different, legislations and whatnot, and we fight. I'm saying we fight, foolishly thinking that, because it's a different time period, because it's 2020, that people are going to, be more accepting of natives. That because we give these people our love, well, hey, give me some of that love back. When that's never been the case, and it's never going to be the case. We can go, and we can fight for the rest of our goddamn lives, and these people are never gonna truly care about us. I'm saying they're never gonna, give the right judgment on situations. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to end up siding with not only their nation, I'm saying, such as, America, but they're going to end up siding with wherever the money is, wherever they can get the most power out of things. I'm saying, we can let you know right now, there ain't no power that our people have that those in these high positions want. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like they truly got to work for it. For instance, how you can see how frustrated our people are, because, you know what I'm saying, there are just, I'm saying thousands and thousands of natives sitting out there and speaking out against this next coming election year. And seeing all these natives pushing for Bernie Sanders. Oh, he's gonna do this for the res. He's gonna do that for the res. He's gonna do this for indigenous people all around. He said he's gonna do that and this. Oh no, look, no, he wasn't for doing this, that, and whatever in the past to natives. I'm saying he's always been for our people. He's always been for blacks and Hispanics. And because we are so, just fed up with everything that that has happened and is happening to our nation. I'm saying, and we're just so, I'm saying, just frustrated. I'm saying we're so goddamn worried about it that we, I'm saying, flock to the polls for just any random devil or heathen that said he's going to help, I'm saying, natives everywhere. Knowing damn well that these people have always done this. The U.S., anyone in the U.S. government, they've always sat there and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna help natives. I'm saying we're gonna do this for you. We'll get you set. You'll be real good. Don't worry about it." But then when the time comes, and it comes for them to, actually abide by their word, and then when it turns out that we find out we were lied to, we're just so heartbroken about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just want to kill ourselves because this man lied to us. Let's not forget these people made 500 treaties with our people, and they haven't kept a single one of them. Saying these are contracts that are supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, not only carried on through, generations, but this is supposed to be something that if you break, it's truly an act of war. Which that's something that every single nation knows. Saying if the U.S. sits there and breaks a contract with, I'm saying, how China, countries they're going to start gearing up for war. They're going to start, preparing themselves for what's going to happen. So 500 times we've foolishly been lied to. I'm saying, slacking obviously more than that. I'm saying, but these major treaties that were made, I'm saying we've been lied to. This is 500 times that us as a people should have geared up for war. I'm saying there should be a goddamn, American Indian War till this day, due to all the treaties that our oppressors sat there and broke them with us and completely lied to us about. And each time that one of them gets broken, I'm saying each time we're lied to, we end up getting, frustrated with these people, knowing damn well they never intend to keep their word. Because we didn't continue to teach our future generations who the devil is, who the liar and the most deceitful bastard on the face of this earth is. We continue to fall for these same tricks even till today. We continue to get frustrated with, what these people are doing to us. We continue to get annoyed that they don't keep their word and that they ain't giving us the same love that we've given them. I'm saying, when, none of this should be anything new to any native, really, to any black, any Hispanic. It's lucky. Slovakia. And all this, frustration that is just building up amongst our people, inevitably we end up taking it out on our own. You know what I'm saying? We end up doing whatever it is that we can to come up on our, fellow native. Same way we gotta kill, steal, lie. You know what I'm saying? So drugs, it don't matter. It don't matter what it is that we gotta do. Because of the lies that our oppressor have given us, that makes us fall upon these hard times. And then we're just sitting there, all frustrated and annoyed with everything that, our only option is to go to the brother suffering alongside us in the reservations and take it out on him. Saying when in reality, when you get that frustrated, annoyed, when you are worried about losing everything it is that you have, whether it's your house, your family, your livestock, your land, it don't matter what it is. What we should be doing, instead of, taking that frustration out on our brothers and our sisters, we need to turn to one another for help. We need to do what it is that we can in order to build up our people and to stop putting so much faith into the goddamn devil. That's truly the only way a nation can come up out of, the ashes. You think all these other nations in the past, without having this law, it's like, even though they didn't have this law, you think they were able to come up while hating one another? They're just wishing to get rich while their brother is suffering, while hating, their brother and wishing death upon him. No, these people learn to come together as a nation to fight their common enemy, which really, 9 times out of 10, 11 times out of 10, it's the white man. It's our oppressor. It's the devil the Bible speaks of. There's no reason to sugarcoat it. Every native in the res should know who the devil is. And rebuke and all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do. Slovakia. So definition of rebuke is disapproval or criticism of. So for instance, all these natives suffering out here in the cold, during these protests, you can always come across an interview to where a bulk of these people are given just such strict criticism of either the U.S. government, the Canadian government, of either whatever UN power it is out there for not helping the native people. For not keeping their promises, for not recognizing that what is going on to us is an atrocity. To bringing out the it's a new day and age, and this isn't what ancestors would want and whatnot. Slovakia. lucky. I'm saying bring up that this isn't what the ancestors want, and all that Christian, nonsense. When I brought up before, these people have made 500 treaties with natives. I'm saying with recognized nations, and they have not kept a single one of them. But yet we still sit there and go to the news and hoot and holler like it's going to make a difference for our people. Like by doing so, it's just going to randomly change the hearts of, all these devils walking around in society, to the point to where they're going to rise up and tell the government that what you are doing to these people is wrong. And when, as a whole, he's not even a fraction of, our oppressor's nation has ever came together and, disapproved of what it is, like, publicly or, politically disapproved of what is truly happening to indigenous people everywhere. So you might get one or two saying, "Oh, yeah, this is terrible. It shouldn't have happened," but they ain't gonna make a change about it. So for those of us, want to point out the one or two devils that, Standing Rock. Shoot, you got to think. Once we allowed for them devils to come into our congregation, after the leaders of that movement sat there and criticized and disapproved of actions that natives were taking against the police, defending themselves. And they basically told our people essentially get chewed up, just beaten on and pepper sprayed and shot up and freezing. We don't want you here. We don't want any type of, physical resistance and whatnot. And then once that happened, then these devils started moving in. They started incorporating themselves into our movement. And then once that happened, shoot, it's a done deal. And you start to see, all these different camps getting raided. You start to see protesters get pushed back harder and harder. You see food supplies getting snatched up. Until you come across one of, the last, news coverings of it, and you can just see a broken and defeated people. Struggling to get food and water to stay warm. Saying when in reality we should have disapproved of devils joining our ranks. We should have disapproved. Shoot, it's lucky. We should have disapproved on a lot of things, and involving, allowing these heathens to join us, to fight alongside us. Till thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. So the Lord was letting us know that, all these curses, vexings and come upon our people so, severely, so drastically that, shoot, we just be completely wiped out. I'm saying this would be so severe that whatever it is we try to do, it truly wouldn't last. Saying is letting us know that this has happened to us because of the wickedness that we've done in the earth. I'm saying because of the sins that we've committed against the Lord. I'm going to skip down to verse 23. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. I'm saying it don't take, you know what I'm saying, a genius to realize what it is that scripture's talking about. Salakia. Salakia. So, obviously that's talking about, our people winding up in jails. I'm saying in the prison system. I'm saying especially, I'm saying with all these natives that put up a resistance to our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We always end up in prison or in jail. Saying damn near until it's time for us to either, die of old age or until it's time for us to be put to death. So a lot of indigenous resistance leaders have, always been imprisoned and then end up, shot in the head in the past. You know what I'm saying? Them and their families killed due to them, rising up and fighting for their own. Convert, man. It is jail or prison. Saying even today, saying we can look at all these, indigenous brothers and sisters sitting there and trying to fight back against, the U.S. government, whether it's through, Congress, whether it's through peaceful protests, saying just any means of, trying to ensure that our people don't lose more than we already have. You know what I'm saying? Trying those that are trying to fight to keep what it is that we got. You know what I'm saying? One of two things always ends up happening. You know what I'm saying? Either they end up dead or missing. I'm saying I'm gonna chalk that up into one, or shoot, they end up in prison system. They end up in jail. Especially those that are, out on the front lines, sitting there trying to, hope the construction of, what is it these companies got going on in our lands. So I believe, shoot, just, today there was a raid on, a peaceful protest, I'm saying, where some Mohawk natives were, blocking a rail line. I'm saying, and our oppressor gave them, a couple days to pack up and leave. I'm saying, and these brothers, I'm saying, and sisters, being the warriors that they are, I'm saying, they refuse to do so. And by doing so, I'm saying, our oppressor ran up in there. I'm saying, he simply snatched, I'm saying, any and everybody he could up. I'm saying, threw them all in jail. I'm saying, that's something that he was widely doing back when, we were protesting a Standing Rock. When a large amount of natives showed up in order to, stop the DAPL pipeline. Slocky. I'm saying, by our people, showing some type of unity and doing this. I'm saying, our oppressor, he made sure to make an example out of it by simply arresting every native that he could. Which is obviously it's a common tactic of war. You know what I'm saying? You sit there and you know what I'm saying, you take all these prisoners, you capture all these people so they can't go back and fight, because you know damn well they can't, afford bail like that. I'm saying, and by using this tactic, you obviously cut, a fighting force's numbers, and really, it'll break a people's spirit. Because a lot of our people can't really afford to be in the prison systems. I'm saying, or in jail, due to us having to support, our families, take care of land, saying take care of elders, take care of livestock. Slovakia. Slovakia. I'll read that from the top. Verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. And so we were just going into how, that's sitting there and rounding up and arresting, those looking to fight for their people is a common tactic of, our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? It's a military tactic that has been used countless times in war. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor uses it over in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? He's used it in Vietnam and in Korea. Saying he used it in Europe. You know what I'm saying? In the Isles of Japan and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, whenever it is that our oppressor is moving in on our lands, You know what I'm saying? So he can build some, and our people just look to do some type of peaceful protest. Saying looking at being locked up is, you know, not really being anything, special. They take it as like a badge of honor. But one thing our people have to get into the, mode of, into the mindset of, is learning tactics of war. You know what I'm saying? Learning that our oppressor does these things for a reason. I'm saying he ain't just doing it because, you're disrupting things. So he's doing it because that means he can disrupt what it is that we got going on. Say not only by taking, prisoners is he going to disrupt what's going on, but shoot, you got the lack of manpower, you can't get really anything accomplished. I'm saying you can't get supplies to your soldiers. I'm saying you can't get information across to, other units or groups need, I'm saying, such detrimental information, and so on and so forth. I'm saying our oppressor, he's always used, his jails against us, especially, back in the Wild West days. You know what I'm saying? Back when he would sit there and force us on the Trail of Tears. You know what I'm saying? He'd make sure to have makeshift jails ready for wherever it is that we had to, stop for encampments. You know what I'm saying? To separate those that were, more prone to inspiring their people to rise up and to survive and fight. I'm saying, which is why, just, all across the board, so many natives are, up in prisons and in jails. Why so many blacks and Hispanics are in prison and jails. What time is it? This will be our last scripture. Book of Deuteronomy. Give you a second to get there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. To be smitten before thine enemies. So I don't know if everybody heard that correctly. I'm saying let's read that one more time for you. Verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. And so we can look at, who it is that has always, murdered us through our lands, who has murdered us, in the cities of America and on our own reservations. That's obviously the white man, our oppressor. And right here is that he is our enemy. But yeah, our people want to sit there and do everything in their power to try to make him, our friend. To try to join ourselves, our people onto them, thinking that it's going to make our lives better some type of way. When the scripture says that, he is our enemy. If somebody is your enemy, they are not going to be looking to make your life any better. They are not looking to try to make your nation, come up out of the state that they're in. But yet, even when we're fighting for what's ours, our own land, fighting for water, fighting for our children, that our future generation, we always seem to incorporate our enemies into what it is that we got going on. Just like what was happening in Standing Rock. We made sure to incorporate our enemies into, our protests. We made sure they had a spot to stay. Made sure they got plenty of food and water, stayed warm. We're out there locking arms with them in the water and getting shot together. But then after we allowed for our enemies to enter into our camps, then things truly started to fall apart for us as a people. And that goes, even beyond, that goes way beyond just, protests. Because all across, the reservations of America, our people are just willingly, with open arms, allowing all these devils just to come into the reservations. To set up shop and live there. You might say, oh, well, we don't allow for, anyone that isn't native to come live on the res. Well, shit. All these devils got to do is go and get them a native woman. All their women got to do is get them a native man and they can come, come kick it, come chill. Been to multiple reservations, across America. Gone to Lord knows how many different, towns on these reservations. And you can always, see a native with a devil. And we wonder why it is that our towns are just so, run down. Why it is that our people are so destroyed. Knowing damn well that we should not be, living anywhere near any goddamn devil. Thou shalt go out one way against them. So just like when we're out there, and we're fighting for what's ours. Fighting for our land, for our water, our livestock. Tribes gather from all around. Tribes, Canada to the U.S., from U.S. to Canada. Banding together, trying to put up some type of resistance to stop whatever it is our oppressor is trying to do. We all come together and we go all one way against them. And flee 7 ways before them. So we'll say we're strong at first. I'm saying we're banding together as a nation should. I'm saying ready to go through, hell in order to, accomplish what it is we're trying to do. And the next thing we know, I'm saying once that tear gas gets flung in, I'm saying once the rubber bullets start firing and dogs running in and these men come, running and swinging these batons and this big ass riot gear. I'm saying then our people, I'm saying fear gets stricken into us, and then we start to flee, and then our movement that was once strong, it just evaporates. I'm saying it becomes a shell of what it was. Shoot, and really, if we truly band together as a people, I'm saying if we had some type of morality to ourselves, such as, these laws, statutes, and commandments, then shoot, what it was that we were trying to do, it truly wouldn't fail. Saying not saying we'd be out there, getting shot up with rubber bullets if we had these laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? Because this book right here teaches you more than to just be, some whipping post for a devil. I'm saying this book right here teaches us how to be strategic about things, how to be diplomatic, how to handle any and every situation that can come to your mind. The only thing is we got to come back to this book right here. We got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments to fall on the Lord. And the only way our people can do so is to come into the I.S.U.P.K. And shall be removed all the kingdoms of the earth. I'm saying so, obviously after our movements, once they get going, once they start, dissipating due to the fear that our oppressor has, inflicted upon us. I'm saying then we start going to all these other nations for help. I'm saying we start, requesting an audience with the UN and getting it on camera so that their people can see it, and hopefully they'll, speak out against it or petition to their government that they order the U.S. to stop this and that. When I'm saying all the times that our people have gone to the UN or Congress to speak out against something, not once has one of these other nations sat there and stood with us. And saying natives like to, talk about having Asian roots and whatnot, but at the same time, I don't see no goddamn Asians sitting there, standing with us, telling the U.S. they got to stop what it is they doing, and actually, put in motion behind it, not just using, whatever words it is they come up with. Because at the end of the day, for someone to show that they truly care, you got to take action. You can't just say. We saw that these devils, said things for 500 treaties, and they didn't keep a single one. And that involves all these other nations, whether they're an Arab, East Indian, African, European, of course, Asian. They don't speak up for us because they know we are not the same people. We are something completely different from them, and they can't get no type of power out of helping us. So why would they? Not only that, but they don't give a damn about us. So simply put it, what's the point of them trying to help us? So, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the class. It's lucky. We're going to get into the security announcements. We had I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, there are limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, we'll arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Energy department or teacher. Priest fund. It's a free will offering for priests. It's not mandatory. As whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Let me get all the exact info for you. But it is going to be the Passover on April 9th. You know what I'm saying? Of course, 20. It's at the Westchester County Center. I'm saying 198 Central Avenue, White Plains, New York. Zip code 10606. Saying once again, it's April 9th. I'm saying it's the hottest, you know what I'm saying, celebration in Israel. I'm saying it's for those of you that don't know, Passover celebrates a day that the Lord slew all the firstborns of the Egyptians in order to shoot. You know what I'm saying? In order to set blacks, Hispanics, and natives free. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that you truly want to, go to and celebrate and honor the Lord with. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or a war scarf. So with that said, a majim, which means a stand. Wopanyahak with dum means turn and face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahau, Lakuka, Tabaa, Ratazaika, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawar, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan, Lunaw, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawathinawa, Kasalakanawa, Kabawathayanawa, Wala, Dawayayanawa, Banasayawan, Obal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Wahala, Wadapareth, Lawalamyam, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Pray for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahushai, Wam Yaka'ala, wa Lahayim, Matazabiyah, Alawap Yahana, Halawapium, Hazaranyum, Aquatazayanyum, Akayayayum, wa Aquathian, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, the water Amon. The prayer for the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the heathen, and shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction and death to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift death to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the terrorists, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and destroy. Cause the terrorists to come against America and destroy them in their strongholds. Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and kill all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that hath done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. Always, so be it. Sorry, which means a turn. I'm gonna give a salute to the brothers, men of Israel. Amazim Shabbat. Amazim Barak. Yahaba Shem Yahushua Barakatham. Yazamata. I'm going to give a courtesy salute to sisters. Amazim Shabbat. Amazim Barak. Yahushua Al Thum Ba Shem Yahushua. As this